welcome everyone to MHB West Coast.
Part of our mission here at Men Having Babies is to help keep those costs and financial barriers lowered.
You will work with a lot of different professionals when you go through it.
In most circumstances, your egg donor will have an attorney. There's a few limited circumstances where your egg donor doesn't need an attorney, but you will need a lawyer to help make sure that the contract with the egg donor is set up appropriately.
People are going through, significant physical discomfort and putting themselves at risk to help you build a family.
Once you're matched to a surrogate, but not only matched to a surrogate, she's 100% medically cleared by your IVF doctor. So your doctor's actually written the note of medical clearance, said she's perfect. Go ahead and get your legal contracts.
And the first step is testing in you guys. So absolutely take the time now to do a sperm test and blood tests for different infectious diseases.
Throughout this weekend, we want to allow you to be introduced to all the components of this process such that you would eventually know at least whether this is the right parenting track for you.
What makes an ethical journey? What makes your journey work well for you so that there's no hiccups for your legal rights?
The basic big bubble principle, what makes surrogacy legal, is the fact that you have intent to be parents and that your carrier has the intent to not be a parent.
If you're doing interjurisdictional surrogacy, whether it's between two states or between two countries, that you consult with lawyers who know the laws of both jurisdictions.
There are also certain things that sometimes our parents ask for that can really add to your expense. And so I just say, be careful of this.
The newborn bills are your responsibility. And therefore you need to make sure that whatever insurance you have will cover that insurance.
A big part of my job is turning every employee into an advocate of their own so that they have all of the tools that they need to go to their employer and make the request for new or expanded family building benefits.
We're going to give you an overview of what we do on the medical side to make this all happen.
Under the microscope is one way we assess the quality of an embryo.
You want to make darn sure in that situation that the donor is going to have that bit cleaner a medical history, I guess I would say.
The medical history of the carrier will help us determine a low-risk candidate.
Pregnancy test is done 9 to 11 days after the embryo transfer, and those are going to be your longest, probably 9 to 11 days in this process.
We are all here and committed to help you to have a healthy pregnancy, healthy baby.
My advice would be just one, be honest with yourself or with your partner of like what you want to do, what your fears are, and I think that's really important.
One other thing is that it was actually useful to work with an egg donor who had donated before.
Because I think it's easier for surrogates now than it was. I think it's less around a willingness to travel than ability to get childcare, for example.
But at this moment, for all of the births we've had in the last couple of days or weeks, is that still cannot be there. We are assisting the intended parents in a different waiting room.
Would you recommend using one over the other at this point?
It's whichever one's better.
Yeah. The exact same answer at the exact same time.
We hope to see you back at more of our events as we return to in-person. Even if you've been to virtual events, still come to our in-person ones. It is more information, as we just love to see you.